Well, hey there guys, thanks for joining us in this video. We are expecting the movie Let It Be to be released at some time at the end of this year, 2019. So I thought I'd go over in this video some of the videos and movies type stuff that I have on the Beatles, all the stuff I've got on DVD, etc. And I thought we'd just go over that. We had made a video not long ago about movies that rock and groove and more and all that. Well, this is a follow-up to that. Don't go away. Hey there guys, welcome to Rock Hard Riffs. This is the guitar channel for the self-taught. And again, yeah, we're going to go over some really cool releases that have been made more currently, like some Sgt Pepper stuff that you're just absolutely going to love if you haven't seen it. Most all of this stuff I think that I'm going to show you now I have covered in videos that I did quite a ways back. So I'd imagine the vast majority of you have not seen these things that I have on DVD and Blu-ray and all that, and they're very, very cool if you're a Beatle fan or just a historic rock and roll type fan. So, alright guys, without further ado, let's check it out. Alright guys, I cannot find my Hard Day's Night. I've got it on disc somewhere. I can't find it. I will eventually, but I have it. I just don't have it to show to you. But I do have this very cool special edition of Help. It's this big old thing here, which comes with, of course, they all come with books and special edition discs and all that fun stuff that's right here that you can see. I'm not going to pull it all out, but it's very, very cool. And there's just all kinds of tons of information. You know, I don't know about you, but I love watching special features on stuff. And this is chock full of it. Very cool. Wow. This is the 50th anniversary of Beatles' Sgt. Pepper release. Mrs. Beans gave this to me a couple of years ago. Again, this is so cool. As you can see, it's kind of a hologramish looking cover to it. I don't know if you can tell by looking through the camera or not, but we'll find out. And let me show you a couple things that are inside. This is just so cool. I'm going to take it out of the sleeve. And what you're looking at, so what this looks like is an old movie reel case, right? And it has all this neat stuff on here that you can see. And just the neatest stuff inside. There are all kinds of videos and different things. This looks like an album. And let me open this up for you. What it is, it's the size of an album, but actually you have CDs and DVDs in here of different stuff and the lyrics and all sorts of cool stuff. So instead of a record album, this is what comes with that. And it's just like an album. And it has different posters. As you can see here, this came with the original album. You cut these out. That's all Sgt. Pepper stuff. There's a big, cool Sgt. Pepper poster here. We also have the benefit of Mr. Kite, the original poster. You could say this is like a facsimile of that this is for being for the benefit of Mr. Kite, John Lennon's song. And then, of course, we have this great big book that's in here. It's just more stuff than you can go through in a night, I'll tell you that. And just the coolest way that they put this stuff together, you know. Okay, guys, here we're going to go downsize a little bit from now, thankfully. If you had not seen this, this is the 8 Days a Week, the touring years. And this was made by Ron Howard. This is fairly new. This is only about a year or so old. And these are Blu-rays. And it comes, of course, as always, with a really cool book, as they always do. And then these two discs. And it's just everything about their touring that they had done. And it's just, you know, you can watch these things again and again. And they're just so well done, so cool. And again, this is called 8 Days a Week, the Touring Years, a Ron Howard film. You know who Ron Howard is, of course. And just awesome stuff. Definitely collector stuff. This is really neat. This is a whole bunch of stuff on Ed Sullivan that the Beatles had done. So in like the first disc, it gives you the dates and what the songs it was that they had done, like All My Loving, Till There Was You, She Loves You. That was all done on this disc, etc. and so on, right? And it comes with these discs. So really cool. Of course, it's all in black and white. And it's all in full screen, not letterbox. But definitely neat stuff. You might even see Topo Gigio in there. And of course, you have to have the Anthology. And I've had this for many years. I've had this since the 90s. And these, again, are all full screen, not letterbox, but this is the Anthology. It doesn't get any cooler than that. More information than you can digest in I don't know how long, but just it's a must, of course, for any Beatles fan. You gotta have it. Now we're back to Beatles movies. Of course, the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. Les Beans, my son, gave this to me. Thank you very much, son. I really appreciate that. Ken, you have the movie on disc, and of course all kinds of cool special features. And these are really cool. Little celluloid features of the Beatles, little pictures of the Beatles. It's kind of interesting, and little booklets, and you know, all the stuff you need. Les Beans and I have been watching the Yellow Submarine since he was basically born. Great stuff. Probably one of the most obscure things the Beatles ever did, and that's the Beatles' Magical Mystery Tour. John Lennon said this was his favorite album. And I think that's John being John. It's a great album. Their best? I don't know. It's a great album. Who cares? It's Magical Mystery Tour. The movie is definitely an oddball. It's a peculiar one. You gotta see it. You see Death Cab for Cutie in this. And just interesting. And it makes me hungry for spaghetti. How about you? Have you been to Las Vegas? Have you seen Cirque Du Soleil? If you haven't, and if you're unable, you can probably get this online. This is a documentary about it, so incredibly awesome. You see a lot of the stuff that goes on in the show. Plus, of course, other interviews and stuff. This is a must if you can't go to the Cirque. But I'd still get it even though I have seen the show, and I still got this along with it. Just such a great homage to the Beatles, and just so incredibly, again, well done. What an incredible production. Wow, awesome. Okay, guys, maybe you remember this. This was an album that came out about, wow, around 2005, somewhere in that area, of Beatles' #1 hits. All of their #1 hits. I think there are 21 of them, something like that. Well, they also came out with videos of those songs. So, like She Loves You. Okay, there's a video of it here, whether it's from Ed Sullivan or just one of those videos they happen to make, or something, a snippet from a movie, or whatever it might be. How really cool. And of course, neat book stuff as always. These always come with the neatest stuff to read. You just need a pair of these to try to read it. But again, that's the Beatles' #1, and then some. Nowhere Boy. This is like a docudrama about John Lennon's youth. This is quite a movie. Very well acted, well made, all that. Just a really good movie. And it happens to be about John Lennon's youth. And parts of it are really hard to watch. It's pretty tough. It's a tough pill to swallow at times. And it's a must-see. I'm not going to give anything more away about it, but it goes from John's youth up to when the Beatles almost start becoming really famous. Just up to that point. So, great movie, guys. Check it out. Hard to watch parts of it. This next part, guys, I was debating on whether I should put this in this video or not, because it really is not, there's no connection to the Beatles through this at all, other than when John Lennon was questioned, he was asked about it, what his thoughts were, if he knew about it and stuff. He said he did, and he made a whole comment about it. So that's why I'll talk about these next two movies. That's the only reason, because I don't want any connection. I don't connect this, of course, the murders, to the Beatles, and nor should anybody for any reason. Manson's just a Fruit Loop, and he liked music, just like a lot of people like music, right? Sane or insane, doesn't matter. We all love music, right? And this is a really well-made movie. Again, you can get, these are available. This was a made-for-TV movie from the 70s, and really well acted. Really well acted, but it's kind of dry. I will give you that. It's a little dry. But if you want to know the story from the police's side, from the prosecution's side, this is for you. This was made much later. This is made in the 2000s, and it's as creepy as they come, and it's more from the Manson side of the story, and it's creepy. And again, it's acted very well. It's pretty well done. Again, you know, if you want to see both sides, I'd watch both movies. Not like there's any side to take. It just exposes what occurred. And that's it, guys. So those are our movies. So there you have it, guys. Those are all the movies that I have on DVD, Blu-ray, all that kind of fun stuff, collector stuff. And I'm anxiously awaiting Let It Be. I'd imagine if you're a Beatles fan, you are too. It has the rooftop concert and all that fun stuff on it. So I'm really waiting for that. I'm looking forward to that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what your thoughts are. And if you like this type of video, please let me know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up. Please share this if you would. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe if you would, guys. Right on. We appreciate that. Thanks for joining us again. We'll see you next video.